This podcast is powered by Shea Moisture Men. The Shea Moisture Men collection was designed to provide head-to-toe care for men of color and keep you looking fresh, even in these hater blockers. It makes you even feel fresher.
Hey.
Fresher than I feel with the gold teeth.
What?
Sorry, teeth.
Teeth. You gotta show the teeth. Show the teeth.
Gold buckums. Shea Moisture's products are formulated with ingredients that are naturally derived, sustainably sourced from hair care to beard care to body and body care. Jeez. Don't get nervous. I got you. See which line will provide you with safe and uncompromising care at www.sheamoisture.com. Shea Moisture Men, built to serve men of color. I always save it for the end of the pod, but I want to make sure that you guys go and visit or go and follow.
Yeah,
actually, Shea Moisture Men CA on Instagram.
Yes,
like we've been saying.
Facts.
Bear things coming.
Facts.
Bear content gonna be created.
You already know, fam.
And that's just what's up.
The things sell off. Jeez.
I mean, we're not gonna tell you everything. You know how Patrick is.
You know. Pre-announcement to the announcement. Come on.
Not with the hype.
And if you feel my energy is different, it definitely is.
Let's go. Hey.
It's an evil world we live in.
All of them. All at once. All at once. This guy's crazy.
Well, somebody enjoying the things then back in the audience.
This man's wild with it.
Yo, the future energy does something different for me, man.
Yeah. It literally, you transform into.
I'm not even doing this is not a joke.
I don't know who you are anymore. What ego is this? What alter ego is this?
Toxic Shack.
Jeez.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez.
I'm telling you, I feel different. I listened to that song in the car.
Yeah.
Damn near had a seizure.
Man.
Like a Rick Ross.
Yeah.
I just had a seizure at the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
That's what I had in the car on the way to No Frills.
I mean, shout out to No Frills.
Keeping the price damn low.
Man them. It's not with a hype thing. A war.
Wagwan Gabi.
The world general speaking.
Yes. Back again. What's good, man? How you living, yo?
I'm feeling great, and of course it's me.
Shop like Shaq. You waste you.
Yo, how you feeling, man? How's life? How's the week been?
If I'm gonna be truthful, it's been a hell of a week, man.
Which part about it? Which part of it made
All
it
of it.
hell of a?
Hell of a. Just long days at work, man. Just feels like I'm working all the weekends.
Like usual.
You know? And we here, so I'm gonna celebrate.
Yeah.
But it's been a long week. I can't even front. You know, had some heartbreak. Heartbreak City. Saw my raps go down, you know?
Hey, heartbreak, but I'm fucking happy.
I'm happy.
Like, good for the boys. They did what they did. They made it competitive. They broke MB.
They did. This man's out now, so, you know.
He's learning a lesson about karma.
That's it.
You fly your plane in Canadian airspace, that shit gets shot down. It's not gonna make South Beach. Sorry, bro.
Facts. That's it. You know, we had to send them wounded going to see Lowry. But anyways, aside from that, man, it's I'm here. We officially, can I say, like, the countdown has begun?
For what?
The birthday week. What do you mean? How you mean?
Nigga, let's talk about it for a little bit.
Listen.
Talking about the birthday week,
I had
man.
people ask
You talking about the week?
I'm talking about the week.
I know about a day. Tell me about the week.
I'm talking about a week.
Tell me about the
You know what? I should do a month. But not for real. Like, people ask me, like, you know, what am I doing? I tell them the plans. Like, this is a 3-day, right now, 3-day minimum affair.
Patrick Aluza.
You already know. Get your tickets, man. You don't need no rolling out. Forget that. But nah, for real. Like, I treat every birthday like it's my last, and that's not even like no cliche. That's just me. Like, I'm gonna celebrate every year. You know, every year is special. So I don't need no milestone, birthday, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just celebrate and do what I want to do. Turn up with who I want to turn up.
Yeah.
Keep it low key if I want to keep it low key. But that's not really me. I usually turn up. So this is no different. The birthday happens to fall on next Friday or this coming Friday, depending on when you listen to this. And yeah, man, I'm
excited for your birthday.
I'm excited, man.
Anytime there's a reason for me to be outside and do some hood rat shit with my friends, I am there and I am excited for it.
That's all I want to do. Like that little kid said, that's all I want to do.
Desert
It's a blood clot.
You know what I mean?
The original Jamaican dandada.
We even turned up on Saturday, the day after last week's pod.
Facts, we did.
That was needed.
Oh, man.
And we talked about it a little bit before the podcast, and I think as we were discussing it, and I think I told Coco on the drunken Uber back. Shout out to Rudy who hosted us for the non-BYOB party. And Priya, they did their thing with the hosting.
Yeah, shout out to Priya too.
That home is beautiful. Don't leave Priya out, you're right.
Yeah.
They did their thing. They hosted the fuck out of that place, and their home is beautiful. I can't wait to be welcomed back to Brampton.
You know, it's deep, but we make that trek, though.
I don't give a fuck about paying that deep-ass Uber ride for those vibes.
Nah, those vibes are needed and necessary.
Those glasses changed you. Ever since you had those glasses on, you've been acting different.
Right?
Think I got my swagger back.
What you mean?
Jeez. Shop like Shaq in the building for real.
What you mean?
Oh, man.
This is the persona. This is where, like, somebody meets me for the first time. Come bring your hand over to the camera. Shake my hand. Come shake my hand. You're trying to shake my hand. You come shake my hand.
Oh, she coming like over.
Yeah, come shake my hand.
It's so nice to meet you. So nice to meet you.
And I give you the two fingers.
Wow.
That's how I'm feeling.
The way she looked at you, though, she's like, "What's that?
It's toxic.
What am I supposed to do with
it's
that?"
It's toxic Shaq.
I would
Wow.
be like, what?
What?
It's toxic Shaq.
So this is not how you met him the first time.
He would never.
He didn't present like this.
He can't do that. He's a megastar.
Not to me. You see that hand right there? I've never seen that hand before this moment right here.
This man's crazy.
I was at work when I met you. If you met me at 10 p.m.
He can't do that. He's a megastar.
Wow, this man's on this vibe.
We're married now. That's still the first time I saw that.
Yeah.
Right there.
You see the real him now. Jeez.
Or it's not even the two, it's the three. You have the two for the top and you grab it and you just go.
What is this? Are you making?
Have you ever shaken a hand toxic like that?
No. What the hell is that?
This is.
That was.
This
Yeah.
is.
Let me show you how to grab it.
This is fuck you.
Yes.
Like this.
What do you do with
when
that?
you have that thumb.
Yeah. Oh, the thumb.
And you do this.
The 3-finger
When you have
handshake.
that
That's
thumb?
weird. What are you doing with that?
Insulting someone.
Right?
Telling
Don't
them
do
they're
that.
smaller than you.
Don't do that.
That is
Toxic.
outrageous.
Toxic.
That is toxic.
Toxic.
Who the fuck are you telling that to? Me?
Yo.
I'm sorry.
Yo.
Sorry.
I don't even want to ask you how your week is. I don't want to ask you none of that because I already know. This man's on 10. This man's on 12.
No, honestly,
Forget it.
my week was a big bag of mid till we got the Futures album.
Say Future saved the day. Future saved the day.
Yo,
Shit.
so I'll just start with this morning. Fuck this week. Actually, you know what? Forget. Acknowledge Raptors.
Yeah.
Always still love.
Yeah.
But
Great year.
Yeah, great
Yeah.
year.
Great year.
Great year.
Shout out to
Better
Scotty
than
Barnes.
Scotty Barnes. Jamaica.
Those boys were working their ass
Yeah.
off.
Yeah.
Scotty Barnes is the best thing that
Yeah.
happened to the NBA this year. I don't care
Talk about it.
what anybody says. That's the best thing that happened to the NBA this year. And they had a great year. And this was my first year like watching the Raptors and being like a Raptors fan.
Yeah.
And I'm so excited.
Let's
and
go.
I'm here to say,
Get closer.
Let's go Raptors!
Okay, thank God you didn't get too. Thank God you didn't
Yeah,
close to
thank
the
God
mic.
she did.
Exactly,
Yeah.
that's
Speakers with a buzz.
But so I told you I knew this album was coming out. We talked about it last week on the pod.
We did.
And I was like, Future dropping.
That's exactly how you said it. That's exactly how you said it.
Yeah, you gotta do it in the Pluto voice.
Oh, man.
So I said it was dropping. I forgot about it. Like I woke up and forgot about it. Like sometimes you just and you listen to the album at midnight.
Yeah.
We had a good night last night. I just don't remember.
So you weren't counting down. You weren't like
No.
11:59,
We watched an amazing
Future.
episode of Moon Knight that we can talk about later.
So
but like,
good, so good.
we went to bed shortly after that, after the late night joint.
Right.
I woke up, forgot about it, was going through my day, looked at didn't even get to Spotify. people be sharing on Instagram what they're listening to, and I was like, oh shit, it happened.
It's here.
It's here.
Jeez.
People who seem to be excited about it. We'll see. I was waiting for the right time. I was like, am I going to listen to this when we're getting ready for the podcast? Am I going to listen to this before? Am I going to listen to while I work out? What am I doing? Yeah. And then I had to go to the store real quick.
Okay.
I put on the first track. I told you I C-shoot like I was Rick Ross at the Super Bowl. I swear to God.
Wow.
Then I just kept listening to every song after that, and I'm like, I love every single song so far. There was a lot of no skips to like later for me, where there's a couple songs that I don't know if I'm gonna really go back to it. Okay. Or like I said, that my whole theory with Future, where he's ahead of us, he's in the future.
Oh, here we go again.
So maybe I'm not ready yet. We gotta catch up.
I can't.
But yeah, this album was everything I would have wished for the last 3 that he dropped. And this is off of the first listen, and then I listened to a few of the first songs again, like today. This is still within the same 24 hours, and I think I'm sold. Like, this album is gonna be something I'm gonna be listening to all summer.
Whoa.
Yeah. No, that's easy. I didn't say anything like this is legendary, this is groundbreaking. Nancy, baby.
All summer long, Future.
All summer long, Future. This album will be here.
Hold on, because I feel like we could take this somewhere. Because people are saying summer 2022, summer 22. Let me just call it that, because that's a lot to say. 2022. So summer 22. Is giving us summer 16 vibes.
No, I mean maybe it's got the workings. I mean, because if
Future, what did they have? Drake and Future have the.
You have so first off, you have a new Future album that's fire.
Yeah.
Secondly, Caravana back.
Yeah.
Thirdly, Rolling Loud for the first time in Toronto.
Yeah.
That sounds like summer 16 to me.
Okay.
But yeah, what were your first impressions? Because I feel like you just listened to the Future album in the this moment here, so I'm not going to put too much stock into however you feel, which either way.
Dry.
No, I mean,
no, it's fair. I haven't listened.
I don't want you to live or die off of whatever you say right now. But what did you think?
No, I heard I guess it's a single. It's hard to tell now because everything's just streamable, so I don't know what the singles are. Right. But the one with Thames and Drake, that song. So that's the first song I saw this morning that popped up. I was like, you know what?
Hold on. I don't. My toxicity is.
It's fading. It's fading. We'll bring it back up. Yeah. It comes and goes. But no, that was the first song I heard. I was like, yo, I kind of like this vibe.
Yeah.
Like, that's the Future I could get down with. And then the stuff that you played, before the pod or
Gym
even just
Future.
now, I was like, yeah, I'm going to have to listen to this when I'm in the gym next time.
I think there's only 1 or 2 songs that might have the same type of BPM or tempo like that Thames song. Everything else is pretty much like rooted in trappy ass Future.
Okay. Well, I mean, and that's honestly.
I mean, that's what you go for when you
That's what you go for.
Future,
That's what you go for. So I'm not mad at it. I get it. He's sticking to his bag. Already, this sounds better than whatever he put out last year or 2 years ago, whenever it was, the last 2 projects.
Yeah, High Off Life was okay.
Yeah, that was, I don't know.
But there was something else.
This was when I declared Future dead.
And so, rightfully so.
I couldn't say nothing. I guess Future ain't dead. Like, I guess he's not dead.
Okay, yeah, because so we had I Never Liked You that just dropped. That was good to me, and I think that's going to stay. There was Pluto, Baby Pluto, which is Lil Uzi and Future. Yeah. Not my cup of tea. That was 2020. Then we had the High Off Life in 2020. That was all right. Not great. There's like 2 songs that I continuously will go back to, but not my favorite.
Yeah.
Save Me and Future Hendrix presents The Wizard. Okay. But I think it was kind of downhill after that moment for the next few projects, which made me feel like he's getting older.
Yeah.
We've heard a lot of Future before.
Yeah.
This album, to me, was the one that said he's either here still or he's done. And to me, says he's still probably got like a couple years left in him. That's what it said to me.
Still, okay. I'll give it a listen. I'll come back to you and let you know what I think. But I'd love to hear what people think about this album. So if you've listened to it, let us know, because I know the Future Hive.
Future Hive, man.
So this is summer for the Future Hive.
Future Hive felt like being part of Future Hive.
Yeah.
Felt like supporting your favorite NBA team
right
through a rebuilding few seasons. Felt like the Raptors, to be honest.
Okay, so the dark days of the Raptors.
Yeah, so the way that this season was like hope restored.
Yeah.
Same thing with Future's album.
Damn. Okay.
Just trying to make sense for y'all tomorrow.
I like that.
But yeah, like that was the only new music that I was listening to this week. He had something to say like last week I told you where he was like, everybody want to drop on the 29th since I'm dropping. I didn't see it. I don't know who he's talking about.
I don't know who he's talking about. I have no idea who he's talking about. I know that Kendrick, we know King Kendrick.
King Kendrick coming in a couple weeks.
So I'm excited for that one. That is good. Like,
yeah.
Whether it's good or not, everyone's gonna be listening to that immediately. So, yeah.
But I will say, before I even listened to this Future album, the fact that he's like passed out in the back of a Maybach with his eyes blocked out, on the cover, and it's called "I Never Liked You," sounds like it's going hard. Then I looked at the names of the tracks. This is like the Future I wanted to hear. I said this before it dropped. I told Coco, I'm like,
"You right?
I'm That Nigga," track 2. For a Nut with Gunna and Young Thug. Sounds very toxic. Love it. Puffin' on Zooties. I want some.
It's wild.
You know what I mean? They had all kind of things. What up, Nav? Welcome to the show.
Welcome.
So yeah, I was really excited for this album. I'm really excited to keep listening to this one and start to know all the things. And what do you think?
I gotta.
What?
My third eye is
what
open.
Happened? What happened?
The album title, "I Never Liked You," and I listened to like when you actually listen to Future's lyrics.
Yeah.
There's a lot of pain.
There is, and people ignore it, and we've been saying it for a while.
People ignore it.
We've been saying it for a while.
I was listening to The Weeknd earlier. I think we were playing The Weeknd earlier. There's a lot of pain. There's a lot of heartbreak.
Yeah.
He's also could be equally as toxic.
That's what we were saying. Any kind of celebrity that has a level of fame where you know that they're like not in a monogamous relationship, they're running through tings them,
you know?
There's a level of toxicity, but I told you it's just a brand.
So
it's
then
a brand.
Why does The Weeknd get a pass?
Because he sounds
he sings
good.
He sounds I mean Future sings,
like,
but it's
Future
not...
sounds good, but like he doesn't sound like classically like he got them pipes. Pause. Drake sounds like it's pleasant when you hear it. Like it's like you like Ty Dolla $ign was a very interesting case study. Yes. Ty Dolla $ign is a very interesting person.
Yeah.
Because he sounds very good.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh shit, this is a great love song until you start really listening.
Until you take it in.
And this guy just like two of these bitches in the club, and I know they know about each other.
I mean,
I think these bitches they set me up. Maybe I'm just paranoid. He's talking about. Come on now.
I mean, who's been?
And that's just one.
We've all been there.
Oh, this song actually. Horses in the Stable. You know that song?
Just give me some of it. Give me some of the lyrics.
Horses in the stable.
I didn't say sing it, but I meant the lyrics.
I'm gonna sing it. So,
right.
I got horses in the stable.
Yeah.
That I can ride. Oh, anytime.
Damn.
And then he just lists a bunch of names throughout the whole song. But it sounds great.
It sounds great.
If you didn't know any better, you just think that this guy was an angel till you listen. You're like, oh, this guy is opposite.
Man, you know who's like that too? And like, I was driving here. I'm like, yo, I love this R&B now, and this is I don't know how I feel. My nigga Blast.
Oh yeah. I don't really know Blast like that.
You gotta
hear him sometimes, and I'm always like, who is that? I'm like, oh, this is Blast.
No. Listen to him. This man has a song like basically saying, yo, I don't need your love. I just need your loyalty. Are you down to ride with me in these streets? Will you just keep it strictly physical? That's it. You know what I mean? So.
You like that? Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, like, listen, is that toxic or is that just calling it what it is? He's letting you know what it is.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what we say about Future. At this point, the man is telling you what it is.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's toxic anymore.
So we had this conversation again because it's just funny who I have these conversations with. This morning I was talking to my dad.
Yes.
And he's like, yeah, I was listening to the podcast, and I heard the Future conversation, and I agree. Like sometimes people or women in these situations present themselves in a way where they're about what Future's about.
Right.
Until it's time to save face, and all of a sudden it's different. Things change, and now he's the toxic one.
Yep.
Sometimes it literally just takes two to tango.
That's it.
I don't think there's any wholesome woman that will touch Future today.
No.
I don't think so. Everybody that's gonna touch Future is expecting what's gonna happen.
That's it.
And you might, like, I don't know, it like the whole wife idea for Future. It seems like something almost like a unicorn that he doesn't even know how to, describe, capture, or I don't think he knows what he's gonna. I don't know. I don't know.
And maybe that's not for him. I want to say that I you know me. I want to believe that there's someone out there for everyone, and UMB with like whatever. But maybe that's not his story. That's not how it ends. Maybe he's not meant to be. Maybe he's just meant to be a bachelor for life. Bachelor for life. Maybe that's what it is. You just accept it.
I want to go back to our conversation last week.
Okay.
About DJ Envy.
Let's talk about it, man.
That shit was crazy because
it was wild.
I mean, everybody their reactions were kind of interesting, and I love that everybody kind of enjoyed it the same way we did.
Yeah.
But I also saw like some follow-up conversations on the actual Breakfast Club about it.
Oh wow.
So they had Rick Ross on the Breakfast Club.
Boss.
And this is what Rick Ross had to say on DJ Envy's marital woes.
Have you ever faked it with you, Ross?
I'm gonna tell you this. I can't tell you what somebody did, but when I'm Rose in his zone, you can't fake that mess they make for Rose.
Yo, this guy.
You already know it's crazy when he's talking about himself in third person as
wild.
his alias. You can't fake that mess.
You see what Future does? This is my guy right here, man. Rick Ross, my guy.
That splash. You would thought the fire alarm came on the way that splash come out. So if you could fake that.
Dog, what?
If you can fake that.
You a hell of a. You feel me? You can't fake that. And Rose, that's what I look forward to.
Yo, this guy's amazing.
Yo, you know how I know that DJ Envy doesn't want to have this conversation?
Yeah.
He laughs great, but he's like, "You stupid."
Yeah, well,
like, why are we you stupid? Why are we talking about this?
He hit him with the
Can we talk about anything else, Rose, please?
Yeah.
He's stupid, man.
Give him that.
Stupid, man.
Give that to
This guy's always promoting his bottle, no matter what he's saying.
Oh my gosh.
The conversation.
So, again, this is just another reason why I'm very confused about like why somebody would air out their.
You're just gonna get clowned. There's no good outcome out of this for you.
Yeah, I just don't get.
Literally.
Like, wild.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just trying to put myself in this scenario, being on his podcast, and then Coco decides to have a book.
The tell-all.
Coco goes on Extra Gravy show.
Coco and gravy.
and then Coco's telling Marlon about this crazy shit, and I'm like with her, and I'm
just taking it. You just gotta sit there and take it.
I didn't know what was going on, but now y'all know.
Damn.
And then I go back on my show, and then we have
some guests on.
We have who let's say
bring on Brandon.
Brandon. He doesn't have the authoritative tone to make fun of me. It would be like
some of the friends of the pod.
Sticks,
yeah. Shem. Yeah.
If those guys, yeah.
Even Blake.
Blake would shoot like I'm predicting a tough, very tough sex life in your relationship.
Oh man. Like why do that to yourself?
I don't know. That's not for me. I don't get it.
But you wake up and choose violence.
I do have another clip from that same interview because I want to get your take. I didn't listen to it, but I want to hear us.
Yeah. First
generation Canadians, but Jamaicans at heart, obviously.
Don't know.
I want to get your take on Rick Ross's patois because we did see him this week stepping around in his Clarks.
The Clarks them, you know.
All right, let's see what
is that like
what
appropriation?
He's in Miami, so he's close. He's close.
He's adjacent.
What does that have
Can't
to
no
do
bu-
with being in Jamaican Clark?
It's like an African guy in Toronto loving dancehall.
Yeah.
To me, it's same shit.
It's adjacent.
You're a black dude in Miami, even if you're Black American, you're Haitian, and you're participating in Jamaican culture. It's so close to Miami.
It's
We'll
so
find.
close.
We'll find out.
You'll find
In
out.
Miami and Rick Ross, I heard DJ Khaled. And that's why I was like, is this a
Wow, that's a wild take.
You know,
Wow.
DJ Khaled takes it another point, another level. But let's hear what his patois be sounding like, and then we can judge.
Sorry, who? What?
I don't know what he said. Let's go back.
What spell did he just do, bro?
What's
Show me, can't no bomb clot, mpaka bat my pasca, my say chief.
What did he say?
Huh?
Bomba clot pass.
Sorry, what?
One more time, and then we'll listen
Yeah.
to the rest of what he's saying.
Show me, can't no bomb clot, mpaka bat my pasca, my say chief.
Bomba clot pass.
Dog, where's Chet? Chet was better than this man, though.
He's speaking.
Chet was better than this man.
Yeah,
What
if
was
you close
that?
your eyes, Chet had it.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what the hell.
Let's see. Let's see if he redeems himself in this shit.
Yes. But now I smoke
That's
backward, me
beautiful.
only smoke forward.
I like that as an Instagram caption, though. Me not smoke backward, me only smoke forward.
Forward.
Mana,
Go backward in life. You're supposed to go forward.
you understand? Me never understand, me only overstand.
Oh my gosh.
He's
Oh
kicking
my
with
gosh.
somebody who's Jamaican with him.
It sounds like
just-
Safari, yo, but it's not.
Whoever's in the background sounds like a real one, but
Yeah,
I
yeah.
feel like he just keeping up, trying
That's-
Show me, can't no.
to. Anyways,
Bro, what the hell was... Yo, did you see Coming to America too?
no, I could not. Why? Oh, right. He didn't he have a role, and he's from Zamunda, isn't it?
I don't know what's worse.
Wow, did I just say he's from
He's
Zamunda,
Zamunda.
in it?
He's from
Did you hear me
Zamunda,
say
ain't
that?
it? Yes.
He's from Zamunda, in it?
Bloody hell, he is, no?
I didn't mean that at
His
all.
accent, I don't know what's worse. That
Isn't he
or
just Rick
this?
Ross
No,
as
no,
a-
no. He's supposed to be from that country. We're gonna find this. It's bad. If you could find it, it's bad. I don't know what's worse. Like DJ
Oh, we
Khaled's...
did. I think we did see this on the podcast. I
Yeah.
remember this.
Yeah.
What the fuck is happening? What is this?
Everything's...
And that is the story of the bunny in the bag. Good class today, student. Okay, go play now. Play with your grenades and your Kalishnikov. Sifo, don't mess with the sarin. Okay, it is dangerous.
General Easy, we have just been informed King Akeem has returned from America with a son.
He sounds like he's trying with every ounce of him. King!
No, what do you mean? You can literally hear his toes curl.
Yeah, I know.
Do you know what I mean? You can literally, it's like so much. It's like in every muscle of his face, he's trying so hard and it's still not happening.
It's so forced.
It just sounds like an American dude being African.
like
King Akeem has returned from America with a son.
No.
America.
It's great.
It's bad.
I
It's
hate.
bad.
You know what I hate most about this is
Yeah.
that he's standing next to Michael Blackson, who definitely probably tried his best.
He's so mad. He's so mad.
He's like, this is so
How many murasukas did you think he just
You know
said?
what I mean?
Or is he thinking right
How
now?
many takes did this take?
How many
takes?
murasukas is he thinking
How
about
many
right
takes
now?
were in this, yo? Oh my gosh. Yo.
Oh my God, Rotimi's in this?
Yeah,
Fuck
of course.
this movie.
You gotta watch this movie.
That's
man.
a bad movie.
You have to.
Rotimi's actually African, so don't do him.
No, that's what I'm saying.
From
He's
Nigeria.
No, he probably does a good
Nigeria.
accent. You're right,
They
but
have
you know what threw me
they
off?
actually,
It was a
have
dreads.
A lot of, black
African
actors in
it's
fair.
this movie,
Yeah.
which
The
I
Rotimi dreads threw
will
me the
take
fuck
every
off.
time. I will take
Yeah.
it. If you're gonna base it in a place,
Yeah.
Yeah.
where the people at?
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah,
People at?
yeah,
So I'm just gonna say this:
Show me, can't no.
yeah. What? Wagwan.
DJ Khaled sounds better
Then Rick Ross.
than
That's
Rick
crazy.
Ross.
That's
wild.
crazy, but I believe. Yeah, it's true.
That's wild.
Rick Ross was a correctional officer.
He said he did that for like a couple months or weeks.
I
He's
saw a picture and
He-
17 of them.
Isn't it when he was
So-
shaking the guy's hand too?
The bottom line is that man was a correctional officer and he came out saying he was a drug dealer.
This man lied.
the whole
Just
thing
gotta
about
understand, he been
yeah,
acting.
yeah, yeah.
He been acting. He been
Well,
acting.
the whole
Just
thing
like
about
Drake.
Rick Ross.
He been acting
He
out
been,
here.
give him an Oscar.
the whole thing about Rick. Yeah, everybody's acting, but the funny thing about Rick Ross is that his name is another man's name.
Yeah.
That he actually doesn't ever recognize, which is the weirdest thing ever.
Well, this man tried to have a sit down with him.
Yes.
And have a respectful exchange with him, and he refused because he knows
he's a fraud.
Yeah.
A fraud.
Like how am I
actor?
How am I gonna call myself Patrick Dennis Jr. And I don't fuck with you? That's
how
such
you gonna do
a
that?
weird vibe.
You can't do that.
That doesn't.
Show me Kia no bumba.
Kia no bumba. Like, bro.
I don't know. We still TBD. is what he's saying.
Shit.
Where do you want to go from here?
Man,
we got
conversation.
No, get Rick Ross out of here. I'm done with him.
Yo, okay, so we were talking about.
I know.
Yeah, he's just contemplating.
He's like, this is bullshit.
He was contemplating. Yo, so we were talking about like relationships, right? With Envy.
Boy.
I know there's something you talked about, like with when dating gets too close to family. And I don't know what
you don't know where we're gonna go.
I don't know where
with
we're going. So
yo, I saw this clip and it was just wild. It was just worth sharing to the masses. And
oh my gosh,
I'll let you decide what to think.
I found out that I was related to the guy that I was dating. We took a DNA test. We noticed we had a lot of similar relatives, and sure enough, we are actually twins.
Sorry, what?
Our parents got separated and one took the other.
How long were you dating this guy before you found out he was your twin?
6 months.
What happens? So you find that information out. You were dating somebody for 6 months. This is, I mean, you don't know, I guess.
At that point,
you know, right?
Sure.
You have no idea.
Yeah.
This is horrifying, and I'm not saying that they knew, and it's not, whatever.
Yeah.
You don't know. It happened.
Yeah.
Now that it happened,
You're right.
now that you know
Right.
what you guys are to each other,
Right.
what happens?
That thing lock off. What do you mean? What do you mean? You can't.
Party done?
Party done. You can't.
All right.
What? No one's finding out about that either.
Once you know, it's over.
It's done. It's
But
done,
I feel
right?
like once I'm dating someone, like I would never go and try to do a DNA test to see if me and Shaquille are like related somewhere in like 7th removed. But I don't want to like. Oh well. That's just like, this is my husband. So like, imagine.
Well, maybe they weren't.
Country, so it's less likely. But I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Well, maybe they weren't looking for that. Maybe it was like we're both interested in our ancestry, and they both do it, and it just turns into this, which could have actually been like an easy, disgusting. But let's just see what they did.
You guys.
It's like
the obvious question.
Did you guys?
Did you? Yeah.
And then nobody answers it, but we get the answer.
Neither of us knew. I feel kind of gross about it, but should I? I didn't know.
Should she?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Feel gross, right?
Yes.
That's nasty, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well.
So what do we think is next here?
Well, that's kind of why we're calling you, Gek, because we were conflicted. We're like, do we keep dating?
Huh?
First off, I don't know who this guy is.
He's in a green freaking.
But he's
like
dressed
Teletubby.
as a gecko with a green face on a podcast.
He looks like a Teletubby.
So he said, "What are you guys up to?" And he's like, "Well, that's why we're calling you guy in a gecko suit with a green face."
Hey, if anyone's gonna tell us, it's gonna be you.
Do we?
I think this one might be above my pay grade here. Have you spoken to a real therapist about this?
Perhaps we should look into that.
Yeah. I respect this guy because he's doing this for obvious jokes. And these people came with a real issue. He was like,
Yo.
just see.
That was a real answer. He's dressed as a gecko, but that was a real ass response.
Yeah. So you actually need to speak to someone about this. This is a problem.
This is Alabama for sure.
Somewhere there.
Florida. Yo, that's like
the silence after "Did you guys?"
I
love that he didn't even ask the question.
Yeah.
She answered it, but didn't even answer it. It was just that's.
No, when you heard, I mean,
that's
like,
the answer is there. The subtext. It's in the
that's
subtext.
the whole conversation right there.
Yeah.
Just those 4 words.
Yeah.
Did you?
I mean.
Yeah. You.
That's the whole conversation.
That's bait.
But like, how? What? You still want to continue?
You can't. You can't
continue.
Okay.
That's your twin.
Let's just be real. Like, very real. And I'm going to try and understand as much as I can.
Right. Okay.
You're dating somebody for 6 months. You form a relationship with them. You really like them. You might even have said that you love them.
Right.
You find out that is not only your relative, but your twin. That is absolutely way too fucking close.
Yeah, that explains why you love them.
You can't have kids. That kid is gonna come out all kind of messed up.
Yeah.
Physically and mentally, probably both.
Yeah. But aside from that, that's your
fucking
twin.
weird.
That's your twin. That's what? That's basically you.
And then once you know,
yeah,
I'm just trying to bring this to a world of like, I want to bring this to reality.
Right.
We go to Patrick's birthday.
Oh boy.
We know that we're twins. What do we do? Are we supposed to hide this and then keep this disgustingness between ourselves?
I think you have your whole relationship has to be
at that point.
Has
No,
to be secret.
No, 6 months is not long enough. I am not. I cannot.
You have to keep it secret. If you're going to continue, no one else can find out about this.
But guess what? I feel like people will find out. You have a kid, they'll find out. I don't know.
2022, people
There's
find
ways.
out.
I know people find out.
There are ways.
I know.
You cannot keep that a secret.
No, you're right. You
Married
can't keep
or
it.
fucking
Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah.
your twin sibling.
Hold on.
Twin sibling.
I got a story.
Come to the mic if you got a story. Come up to the mic if you got a story.
This is gonna be messed up because
Oh shit.
I had no idea either. Sup, yo?
Oh shit. No, you're married to not your twin. I know you got a wife. I haven't seen her before. I just
No. Wait, so what happened was this is back in like maybe 2012, 11.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Went to a party.
Mm-hmm.
At a reception party, and as soon as I walked in, I saw this girl.
Right.
Light skin.
Okay.
Blonde hair.
Yeah.
Right. Definitely like Indian out. Right. And mind you, you can tell if you're Indian, right?
Yeah.
Right.
But when you see a white girl wearing a sari, you're just like, damn.
That's what does it. Yeah.
So I'm minding the entire night.
You're just like.
I'm like, yo, our eyes locked.
Okay.
Right? Because
Okay.
I walked in, I saw him like, dude, this,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
I got to. Something has to happen.
Yeah.
So my cousin takes me over and introduces her. Her name is Manpreet.
Huh.
I'm like,
oh, she's not white.
Yeah, I'm like, whoa. Whoa. So
Did you say, are you fucking with me at first?
No. Mind you, no word of English either.
Oh, shit.
So
Okay.
I'm
Indian.
I'm talking to her, and I'm like, what the hell? And so I get a little information. She's from Argentina, right? They're
Okay.
visiting. All right, cool. Whatever. Chaos happens, party ends. I'm like, all right, I lost my chance.
Yeah.
All right. Next day, go to work, come home. I see her at my house.
Huh?
With a bunch of people.
Huh?
Right? I'm like, yo, this is meant to be. That's
a hilarious person.
This is meant to be.
I like that.
Cousin brings me over.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't formally introduce you properly the other day.
Right.
So this is your cousin.
No.
Manpreet from Argentina. And I'm like, dude.
Damn, nigga.
My heart literally just...
That's crazy.
Damn.
But
but you don't know, right?
You don't know.
Well, I think at weddings you got to be really careful too.
That's true.
I think weddings you probably should be very careful about.
Yeah, you got to do some
But
research.
yeah,
You gotta
I'm
ask family.
thinking she's from like the other side.
No, for sure. Yeah.
So-
Well, because you're like, I've never heard of her
You've never
before.
seen her. You never met her.
When you heard the name and then she was at your house, you should have been like,
Yeah.
But I'm thinking, I swear, I wanted to like ignore that, right?
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah,
just,
of course.
You're like,
Of course, you're
I don't care.
Like-
It's meant to be.
Red flag.
yeah. She's still from the other side.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's
That's funny,
Yeah.
man. That's funny.
Yo.
but you were just crushing. You didn't like crush it.
Damn.
Yeah.
Because the thoughts in my mind when I first saw her were like unholy. I had some thoughts.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
But then as soon as the cousin thing came about,
Yep.
Erased.
Listen.
Throw it, didn't you?
yeah, that was disgusting.
Listen. I can only imagine. I mean, that's a big country. There's tons of people. Look, I'm from Jamaica, so that's a small island.
Small island, tons of people.
Tons of people.
Small island, tons of
All
people.
I know is how the hell did my uncle score in Argentina? seen him. And I saw it.
Yeah.
I hadn't seen him before, right? So I seen him. I'm like, you're an ugly dude, bro.
Now he just starts. Now you. No. That sounds like you're just mad.
Now you're mad.
Like,
Exactly. Now you're mad.
I'm like, how
the hell?
I'm my aunt too, right? And very nice lady. And I'm like, dude, how, like, dark, light skin, short, tall, how did this happen?
How did this happen?
But hey.
Looks like
Blessing.
everything. And neither is
Yeah.
skin tone now. Huh?
Kudos.
Yeah.
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 Props.
Yeah.
When the hating stopped.
Yeah. But this just goes to show, do your research. Do your research.
I found out that I
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to be dating your cousin or your twin, right? Especially, listen, the world's small, man. The world is small.
Indicators, no?
What about the twins? I feel like the twins are so close. Like we would literally, we would look like each other. Like I know I'm a bald dude with a beard.
Beyond looking at it, looking like each other.
Mannerisms or?
No, I think there would be like a.
But like when you're getting to
spiritual
fair
thing, like
something, yeah, something intangible
something
that
intangible
is
that
just.
you would like. You would know, like, and it doesn't feel
exactly.
Yeah.
like you're my soulmate. It feels like I know you. Know
Yeah.
What if you
Who are
know?
you?
Yeah.
Here's the question: what if they did know? They continue with it, and then suddenly have doubts after.
I feel like they definitely continued after the 6 months. They definitely did.
No, but even before that,
Because they found out, continued, and
Yeah.
they called like, should we still continue?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Who knows how long they
like-
were going after that 6 months and then find out, and now it's called a gecko to find out.
They called
Let's call a gecko.
They weren't really trying to
It's just
discontinue
wild.
that relationship.
It's just wild. Like I feel like as you get to know someone, you have those conversations about your family, your lineage, like who you are, your upbringing. Like, won't you connect dots somehow? Like
These 6 months though, too soon for that?
6 months
6
is a
months
long time to
in a
not know that that's
relationship.
your twin. To me.
Yeah.
How would you not have met parents or had some sort of conversation
Word.
about family?
Or family. That's what I mean. Like,
There would have been a lot of similarities on both sides. Even though that there was like puzzle pieces missing, it would be like, I have no idea who my parents are,
My
but
thing is,
I
like,
heard that they were from this area.
You
Yeah,
haven't
same
had
thing.
that
I got a
conversation,
cousin,
but
so
you
I got
had
an
a
aunt.
DNA test that you guys exchanged results, information with.
Bruh.
No, you would have definitely had conversations before
That's wild.
DNA analysis exchange.
That's wild.
And
Yeah.
lineage exchange. You would have had a
Yeah,
conversation.
I think we've had enough of the incest talk, but
Yeah.
we can still talk about dating because we do that often.
Okay, let's go.
bring it to Toronto. Let's localize it. Let's make it feel like it's real. Let's make it feel like this is like something that is
Yeah, because you can't date
relatable.
in Toronto. Yeah.
Let's do something
twin.
relatable here.
Let's do it.
This is like a real thing. Somebody's experience on Hinge. So
Okay.
dating people in Toronto on these dating apps.
Right.
This scenario made me really not miss the streets and made me want to pray for everybody else still in the streets.
Facts.
I'm not gonna set it up anymore. You're just gonna have to
play it.
listen to the homeboy.
Listen to it.
So wait, Hinge. Before I start, sorry, I gotta frame it up.
Yeah.
If you have never used Hinge, Hinge is a dating app, not like
Tinder,
where it's just easy left, right. You have your picture, you have like your age. I think it's like is it occupation or like I don't know. It has like
Little
like some
blurb about
details,
you. Yeah, yeah.
and you can put like a little something about yourself.
Yeah.
And you can go left or right.
Yeah.
Hinge has a few pictures. It has a couple like almost conversation starters. I guess now you can have voice recordings,
which is wild,
and like you can interact and engage with these things versus a simple swipe.
I know this man knows. My man knows. My man knows.
Yeah, I was on Hinge.
Hey,
but now you're yes.
Toxic
and
toxic.
Is Hinge like only in Canada or is this like
I
international?
think it's in the States too.
Yeah,
it's in the States.
So it's like another.
It's
like
literally
Bumble,
like
Tinder,
Hinge,
yeah.
Tinder, Bumble. Those are the big three.
Like,
Yeah.
okay,
the big
those
three.
Are international, so like,
Yeah.
As someone that's never been on a dating app ever.
Good for
Okay,
you.
yeah,
Not
good for
once,
you.
Yeah.
Not twice, not
Round
none
of-
of
round of
them.
applause.
Yeah,
Yeah.
clap me up because I'm new to it.
Oh, okay.
Heavily pursuing these streets.
Jeez.
Anyways,
Jeez.
my question is for the rest of you folk.
Yeah.
My question is, so if you are using like let's say a Hinge app, and you're from Toronto and you go to LA, can you touch down in LA and like change your location and find people near you?
So the thing is,
like
it's a radius.
No matter where you are, your location. Can
So
be
it's like
up.
you can set your radius to be like 15 kilometers, 25 kilometers, 35 kilometers. So no matter where you are, it's around where you are.
I mean, listen, if you out there in these streets, you got to get it in. Yeah. That's fine.
So this is what this young man, this young Toronto man had to say on his profile. He posted one of those conversation starter things, and it was like a voice clip, and it says, "Never have I ever," and this is what he never has done.
Never have I ever put a girl in doggy style, aka bakas. Like I've never done it. So yo, if you're trying to be the first to take my doggy style / bakas virginity, you already know. Message me directly. Show me wagwan with the wagwan. Like I'm down.
To me, I don't give a fuck what he just said. It was to like laugh at the end, like it was villainous. It was like it was almost like he recorded it like 3 times.
Yeah.
And this was the take he went with.
Yeah. Play it back, please.
The whimsical laugh. I'll play it back. Hold on, babe.
It was his first take. He was like, yeah.
You think he's one take Jake with this one?
One take. He probably got a lot of women off this.
Oh my god.
My first reaction was like, he's so silly. Yeah, I'm telling you, that was probably his first.
Let me play it again and let's see.
And women are falling for it.
Okay, how about this? I'll play it again and we'll talk. Do we think this works? Right. Or do we think this worked for him? Right. Or do we think it did not?
Right.
Okay, so never have I ever put a girl in doggy style, aka bakas. Like I've never done it. So yo, if you're trying to be the first to take my doggy style / bakas virginity, you already know. Message me directly. Show me wagwan with the wagwan. Like I'm down.
The laugh is stupid. The laugh is stupid. It's funny. It tells me it's not serious. Yeah. And then he's saying, you know, if you're from somewhere else, especially for me, like I'm reading it as a woman from somewhere else. What is a baka? I'd be like, what is a baka? Like, no.
You're talking about like, you're not from
Think about like a book or a movie, something that is supposed to entice you in order for you to continue to engage. Right?
That would do it for
They
you.
need a hook. You need a hook.
Is that the hook and sinker?
So you think
so a hook is something that whatever emotion it can bring out of you that's going to engage you further to investigate further and be like, okay, well, what?
So it's like a Cosmopolitan magazine
It doesn't
headline.
even matter what it is. It doesn't even matter what it is. It has to be.
Yeah, it's like a Cosmopolitan, like, never had bakas.
Yeah.
Because now what it is like, there's clearly these dating apps that have been going on for years and years and years, and they're only getting, assuming, more advanced. It seems like
probably smarter,
and they're probably more and more of them popping up. And so you have to be, it's saturated, so you have to be even more of a, you got to give more of a hook.
Shyster.
You know, you got to be more interesting, more individual. You have to stand out more. And I feel like that is something that maybe, I haven't been on the dating apps again, but I'm saying maybe that's something that might stand out where you're like, okay, it's giving personality or it's giving. I mean, how would you know? Because he's not looking for you.
No. But
he's not trying to attract you.
I know.
I'm telling you, as the only woman in the room, that would stand out a little bit. I'd be like, oh, it's a little original. It seems genuine. It seems like he's funny. What's a baka?
But does it seem genuine?
And this is the thing. That's where
I
I'm
don't
going. I don't think it's genuine.
Well, you guys have an inside scoop, so maybe you guys know it's not genuine.
Yeah.
But from a female perspective, I'm like, it kind of seems like he's being like cute, genuine, funny, goofy. But maybe you guys know from an inside perspective, like that nigga's putting on.
Yeah, no, he
Maybe
definitely
that's
putting
what
on.
it is.
I feel like he loves bakas.
That's all he does. Straight
I don't
bakas.
even know what that is.
Bakas is back shot.
Back shot.
I
He
don't-
says
In Toronto, we
doggy
just say
style. Just
doggy style, back shots.
Horrifying to hear you say
Baka.
live. Don't say that.
Don't say that.
Don't say that.
Bakas is back shot. Sorry, babe. It's toxic.
There you go.
Put your
Babe.
fucking glasses back on if you're gonna talk to me like that.
Bakas is back shots, baby.
Bakas, aka not nice.
Bakas, aka not nice.
Check out a right
That put that there. That goes
That's
up.
hilarious. But no, I feel like, okay, I get you not being from here, Gogo, but I think if you're a gal from Toronto, you know, this guy's full of shit. Like, this guy is no one's gonna buy that. I don't think they're buying that at all.
Well, I think that it gets you. It's a hook. Again,
but she's
right?
down.
It's a hook, right? So again, like you might get me to say something to that, but if you're full of shit, the follow up is always gonna fall through. So it doesn't matter. Like girls aren't stupid. You know what I mean? Like the second one's not gonna follow through anyway, so you can't really get through that. But the hook is nice because a lot of people can't even get that hook. A lot of good men don't get that hook.
Jeez.
And you know what? I'll also give him credit. Same way that we were talking about Future and how he goes for what he wants, and he probably puts it out there pretty much like straight up. Like, this is what I'm looking for. He's looking for that, regardless if he did it or not.
Yeah.
He's saying, I'm just trying to hook up.
Yeah. Straight bacchus.
So if there's somebody that wants to receive bacchus,
you know, let them know I go on with the walk.
they'll just be like, "You're dumb. You're stupid. Why are you so extra?
What are you doing Friday?"
Yo, can we talk about that accent for a little bit? That Toronto accent?
Oh, it's lovely, man.
It's the greatest in the world.
Okay.
Don't look at me.
Yo, come
to the mic. You gotta come to the mic if you got something to say.
Don't look at me.
Listen.
I'm 40. Okay?
Yeah.
And never in my life have I heard that accent.
What do you mean?
What?
I've never heard that accent, bro.
You've never heard somebody sound like that before?
I've heard it, but I'm saying growing up, I've never heard it.
Where'd you grow up?
Jenna Finch.
No, come on.
Hell no. This is how we spoke. This is how I'm talking right now.
Yeah.
This is how we spoke.
But you know what?
In your house?
In your house?
In your house?
Oh no, we spoke Punjabi in the house. You can't speak English in my house.
Yeah.
That's
fair.
That's fair.
Oh, really? They didn't even want the English in there.
That's probably why you still carry the tongue with you to this day.
Yeah.
So shout out to them.
I can't.
So you're saying you never grew up hearing
never
like
heard that.
Mandem and all of that shit? Or are you talking
Listen.
about just like the certain inflections on things?
There's some kids in Brampton,
Yes.
right? And I think they force it. It's almost like acting.
I feel like
you know what I'm saying.
So
Like,
there's a couple waves, I think, of the Toronto accent. I think there was the original wave that wasn't necessarily cool, but it was real. Like that's just how people talk. I hated it. I grew up off of it, and I was like, the only way I'll talk about it is I'm making fun of it.
Yep.
I'm laughing at it.
That's
I'm
it.
like,
That's it.
Still, maybe still. I would say still.
I'd say still.
STYLL, that was my thing.
I still spell it.
But, yeah, you do. But there were certain words that were exaggerations, and like if I talk about a kiati and all of these things, I was making fun of it. But then, guess what happened? The biggest rapper in the world became Drake, who championed that shit.
Yep.
And now it's dumb cool.
It's everywhere.
And then you also listen to UK and their music, and you watch Top Boy, and everybody kind of has something. It's very similar to this. So I think you're gonna get people that play into it a whole lot more than we ever had when we were growing up.
That's the thing.
The difference.
We use words.
Yes.
Patrick, we use words. You know what I'm saying? Like still, seeing,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
That's what we grew up with.
Yeah.
But these kids took all those words, combined it, and made a dumb accent out of it. And I'm like, dude, like.
I'm kind of with you because we never really said them all in one sentence.
It was too much. It's heavy now. It's heavy.
But now it's like
heavy. It's absolutely heavy.
Fam, this. I'm like, dude, like, stop.
But you're saying you're blessed though.
Yeah. I'm a step from the back.
You are? You need food? You good? That's good. You know? Man, that's crazy. Toronto accent's wild. Like, my family makes fun of me all the time for it. My family in Jamaica, my family in the States, my family, they always make fun of me for it. But I can't help it. This is it. It's like ingrained in me now.
Right.
It's a weird, I don't know. It's weird because I feel like I didn't think that we have as big of, even me.
Yeah.
Even my dad, Coco tells me all the time, yo, your dad has a heavy accent. I'm like, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Whoa. Yeah,
right? That sounds crazy.
That's crazy.
My dad sounds like he talks regular. And then depending on who he's talking to or what he's talking about, you might hear a little bit of patois trying to creep in. But like that's about all I hear.
Yeah.
But it's the same thing that when I say anything,
and you guys are mimicking me.
And you guys are mimicking me.
Exactly. And they put heavy R's on everything.
Heavy
Even
R's.
If I'm not putting an R on anything, they put a heavy R on it, Patrick, every time. And they're like, you sound like rah, rah, rah. And I'm like, I don't even, that's not even how I said it, but I get it. Like, I don't hear it because it's normal to me. That's like fair. What everyone I know sounds like. That's how I sound like. That's just what it is, right? It's the same thing for you. You are so desensitized to your dad's accent, to your accent, that you don't get it. Yeah. But for me, I quite like it personally because I'm like, oh, this is so lovely to experience something new, but it stands out. So I'm going to point it out and I'll be like, do you know that he's saying this and this and this? And he's like, he doesn't have he told me his dad doesn't talk.
Not really.
And I met his dad, and I was like, "Your dad does not talk.
What do you think? He loves
He's a chitter chatter box. All we do is chat. What are you talking about?"
But what I'm interested in, is watching our accents blend. Because I catch myself like certain words like outside. I kind of say you know what I mean?
They blend.
It's like our accents are blending, and it's a fucking weird thing to have an LA Toronto accent.
That's gonna be weird as hell.
LA ass Toronto.
Although I'm kind of jealous. Me and my girl sound the same.
Yeah, you guys do sound
we sound the same. And like all week long, oh man, she's gonna kill me for this. Whatever. All week long, I've just been catching the phrases that we say.
Is it because I told you both that you both say?
Why did you say that to me?
And she was like, "Oh my god, yes."
Now that's all I hear all week long. I'm like, I need to stop saying this. I need to stop. Yo, we become like our spouse. I don't not just our spouses, but like the people you're around, like.
Well, because you guys are both from Scarborough, it's even closer to home. Yeah. Not like these guys with a gecko, but it's closer to home as far as what the accent blending is gonna do. Yeah. For us, it's a little bit different, so it's gonna be funny. It is already funny, to be honest, to me when I catch it.
And it doesn't help that like I'm watching Top Boy, I'm listening to drill, and I'm the UK is like the same influences. You know, it's the West Indies, it's the African dialects. It's like. Yo, it's the same as here in Toronto, so of course you're gonna get that.
Yeah.
It doesn't help. It doesn't help, bro.
Man, I can't wait to see what your kids sound like. They're just gonna sound like you guys. The moment your kid I'll be like, yo, I'm gonna talk to your local youth.
Like, yo, Uncle Shaq, wagwan, yo.
No, I'll be like, yo, that Tonka truck like thumps your foot, it hurts. The whole thing is metal. And your little kid's gonna be like, right? No, that's a fact. That's a fact.
Hilarious. Oh man.
I do want to talk about podcasts as a medium and like how I feel like it's a newer. Well, it is a newer medium. So you have your radio, TV. You have news.
I think it's like the dominant. It's becoming like the dominant.
It's becoming, yes. Yeah. But the thing is, people who don't listen to that podcast or is not like a big fan or subscriber of whoever it is, they don't get the nuances of what the conversation is and the entirety of what it is beyond the clip. Mm-hmm. So a lot of times things can be taken out of context very easily. Yeah. So I just find like it's very interesting to see how. Well, it's interesting to see a lot of the arguments or at least beef that starts out of a clip that stems from a podcast, and all of a sudden it's like, yo, fuck you. Why are you saying shit? And it's like, yo, you didn't listen to the whole.
Nah.
You didn't listen to the clip, the whole clip, or at least the whole segment, or even the whole podcast. So you have no idea. So,
I think it's twofold, and I know we'll get into we'll play a little bit of something, but I think it's twofold, right? Because we're in that, I don't say game, but we're in that business, and
we're in the space.
We're in the space, and we use clips to do that, right? You put out clips for that reason, right? So I think it's a bit of both, where clips can be taken out of context, but it's also what you're putting out there, and not saying that we do it per se, but I think there are podcasts that will aim to put out certain types of clips, certain types of sound bites, so that they can get that traction and just have, like I said, like they say, no press is bad press. So as long as you get people talking about you, that's all you want.
Well, I feel like what we try to do, just because we're very conscious consciously aware of what's out there, what people typically will do with clips and taking things out of context. We went to school for this shit, and we've been observers and fans of a lot of other things. And I think we try our best to avoid being those people that are reactive to 1 minute clips.
100%.
So I that's what we try to do, and I hope that that's what comes out.
Yeah.
But it's very hard nowadays, obviously, because there's so much content, and that's why it's like, especially if you don't listen to a podcast and your name is brought up, and then you listen to the clip,
you perk up. You're like, what?
You're like, no, fuck that. Why are you taking? No, that's not what it is.
Yeah.
I get that perspective as well. So here's this example, which is funny because it's not funny, but it's very interesting because Joe Budden uses Evelyn Lozada as an example.
Who's that again?
She was dating
Ocho Cinco.
Ocho Cinco, yes.
Yes.
Evelyn Lozada is a Basketball Wives of LA reality show star.
Yeah.
And she became famous before that show, right before that show, because she dated Anthony somebody. I don't know. He was a previous basketball star, like I think early 2000s, maybe late 90s.
Oh, shoot.
They were engaged. And then she was on the Basketball Wives show with Shawnee O'Neal, who that's her show. She executive produces it, and that was the first season, and it was in Miami, and she was there, and she was like the first rising star of that series. And so she became famous then, and then she dated Ocho Cinco, married him, and then they had like a domestic dispute that was like very widely publicized right after that. So that's what he's referring to.
So yeah, he brought up her name in reference to the recent. Well, it was in reference to the Megan Thee Stallion interview, I think, that she did with Gail, where she was opening up about her side of the story of being a victim with the whole Tory Lane situation. He was comparing the two. I just want to play the clip before I even say how she reacted.
All right. What I'm saying, Chad Johnson, Ocho Cinco's ex-wife. He's in a whole new relationship. He's married. He's whatever he is, he's happy. They happy, she's happy. For years, anytime his name came up, she popped up. It had nothing to do with her, but she popped up and said, hey, he did this. It didn't matter the rehabilitation he'd done. It didn't matter the changes that he's made, the apologies, both public and private. Yo, dog, for the next 7, 8, 9, 10 years, every time I do something positive, you're going to pop up with this victim story. And you are the victim. So I don't take that away. But that's bullying. Example of what I'm saying.
So I think he used her as an example here.
Right.
He said what he said.
Yeah.
And then Evelyn said, you should have used yourself as an example and kept us the fuck out of it. Fuck out of here. Joe says, we were discussing reactive abuse, not seemingly, in quotation marks, comparing situations. Prayers to everyone involved. Prayers to everyone involved, to me, to be honest, because I listen to this podcast, is something very, like, it's not that.
No, it doesn't mean
he's not being serious.
No, exactly.
They'll say that, like, they'll listen to an album. They'll listen to an album, and they'll say it's trash, and they'll say this person didn't do a good job, and they'll be like, and to wrap it up, they'll be like, man, prayers to everyone involved.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? Okay.
Nah,
all right.
We talked about that before. Saying this stuff now, like, it means nothing anymore.
But
yeah.
To me, like, I'm here, like, this is the first time I've ever heard of the term.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure if it's a thing or not, reactive abuse.
Yeah,
which sounds very interesting.
That before.
It's a very interesting
reactive abuse.
Which I'm assuming it means in this case with this example he's using, where it's like, doesn't matter who you are.
Yeah.
Or who you've become after you've done something wrong.
But once you've done it, you've
done it, and that's who you are.
Yeah.
Every time I do anything different, better, in a lot of times, you're gonna bring up what I did, and that's just gonna continuously drag me down no matter what I do.
It's the worst, man.
That's what he said. Evelyn feeling the way that she feels.
Yeah.
Also, I feel like it's valid. What do you feel?
I agree kind of with his take on that, where like the reactive abuse, because it's like you don't give that person a chance to become a better person. If you're only going to judge them off, what they did in the past, then you only see them in that light. You don't see them with the ability to improve and become that better person. So sure, yeah, I'm not saying to get over what happened.
Yeah.
I don't know all the ins and outs of the relationship and what she went through, what she's probably still currently dealing with from that. But at the same time, like, if this is the case where you're always bringing up, if something good happens, you're always bringing up the past with Chad or whoever the person may be, that does no good. You know what I mean? Like, there's no growth. People don't move on. And I feel like in our culture today, this happens a lot. Like, whatever someone does, immediately canceled, written off. There's no chance to be redeemed, to be a redeemable person. It's just, no, you did this, done. We're done with you. And that, to me, is not fair. So, I get it.
Into the mic. Yes, you can. You can say anything in the mic.
I think this is a situation that, there's no right or wrong.
No.
Because I think everyone's right and wrong. And I feel like if you abuse me in whatever fashion, and now I'm left with the ramifications of that for the rest of my life, because that's how it goes, right? That's how trauma works. That's just how it goes. If I then respond to you and address you every time after that for 7-8 years, that still doesn't even add up to
what you did to me. Yeah.
What you did to me.
But why does it need to add
let me
up to
finish.
though?
Let me finish.
Yeah.
But I also know what it feels like to not be allowed to evolve and grow and forgive myself because you won't even let me be somebody else. So I know what that feels like, right? So I don't think it's fair no matter how you chew it. But I think anything you do individually, that's the only thing you have control over. That's the only thing you can worry about. That's the only thing that is going to affect your surroundings, really. That's what you have control over. And you have to be able to accept that I fucked that up and I'm going to have to continue to deal with that consequence. And I think that is the bigger thing. And that means that if you punched a bitch in her face multiple times and she said nothing for years, and then she said for 8 years after that, while you were trying to change, he punched me in my face. He punched me in my face. That's a part of your consequence. But if you do that to someone else, and then everyone else calls you a hoe for 10 years plus after you weren't a hoe anymore, then that's a consequence, right? So I think it just is what it is. And I'm speaking specifically to those two people that we're talking about. Like, it just is what it is. So I think there's no winners, there's no losers, there is no right, there is no wrong. It's just all how it goes. And I think ultimately what you put out is what you're going to give in. And that's what it is. And so if you beat a bitch in her face, she's going to talk about you for 8+ years. And I would do it too.
Yeah, I get that some of it is just straight up consequential.
Talk about your ass. What do you mean?
What's that?
Yeah.
You hit me, I'm going to hit you back, and then I'm going to talk about
who
you.
else got something to say?
Your pops.
Alan got something to say?
You know what?
You know what? Fuck it, I've heard enough. I've heard enough.
No, I mean, at the same time, to Coco's point, both sides have the ability, right, to either, in my opinion, to move on. Like, he's trying to move on in his life and grow and so forth. She should also try to move on and grow rather than being stuck in a loop, because that pain she's bringing up is part of her trauma, which she's never going to get rid of. That's also the other side of it. I also believe that people need to be able to just move on in their lives. Right, so she's bringing up that trauma all the time and she's reliving it.
Right.
So she really needs to deal with that and put that aside. Let other people talk about it.
Right.
And let her live her life.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right. So she is stuck as well.
Yeah, she's stuck into she's stuck probably, and this is her way. Anytime that like he pops up or whatever, this is her way of dealing with it.
But to her specific point about Joe Budden, you did have multiple domestic disputes with multiple women, and you are talking about something that you could have used any one of your situations. That's what she said.
Yeah.
She didn't say don't talk about me. That's not what she said. She said you should have used yourself as an example and kept us out of it. That's what she said. Because you have multiple situations that this aligns with, that you could have used your own scenario on your podcast where you talk about your life and your opinions.
Yeah.
You could have used those scenarios.
But he ain't gonna.
But
yeah,
instead,
exactly. He's not gonna do that.
you brought my old shit up from 2000 something.
He ain't gonna do that.
We in the 20s.
He ain't gonna do that.
Nah, that's Joe Budden we're talking about.
To be fair, that's all she said.
No, you right.
Yeah.
You right.
That's
You
all
right.
she said.
You
Is
right.
you could have brought your shit up.
You right. You right. But yeah, Joe ain't gonna do that.
But that's
No.
kind of whack
Like, no,
though.
yeah,
If you're gonna talk
100%.
about the topic and you have aligning lifetime issues with the top, it's a lifetime issue that he's had over the course of like double-digit years with domestic
Joe Budden's
violence
whack, so.
with multiple women.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
You can Google it.
Yeah.
He's got headshots,
Jeez.
and not the ones for a movie.
No,
the
I know.
ones
I know.
with the numbers.
Yeah.
You heard?
We see
So this man has headshots. So like you could have talked about your own situation. To be fair,
You a wild boy.
no.
Joe Budden, a wild boy.
I have.
Joe Budden ain't gonna talk about that though.
No.
Well, then you shouldn't have a podcast where you're talking about somebody else.
No, honestly, yeah, I would respect it a whole
That's
lot
not
more if
fair.
he did bring up his own stuff because he talks about so many other things that are personal to him. But it's yeah. I have a sillier topic.
All right, let's do it.
Who likes Snickers?
Me.
We all like Snickers.
Yeah,
Alan,
you like
I know you
Snickers,
like
right?
Snickers. You don't even say you like M&Ms, but you keep them.
We had the white Snickers back in the day.
Whoa,
The white
whoa,
wrapper.
whoa, whoa.
The white wrapper.
What?
It was
White
so
wrapper Snickers?
It sounds like a white Power Ranger. Like, that's rare. You don't see that.
That was the greatest Power
Was it
Ranger.
yeah, word.
The white Power Ranger.
Yeah,
White Power Ranger?
it was when the Green Power Ranger got the. Anyways.
Yeah.
Okay.
White Snickers? That's crazy.
So
You guys nerd out.
So you know the Green Power Ranger eventually took over the world and he ruled the world or some shit. It's just crazy.
Yeah,
There's
he
comic
did.
books
He
about
did.
it.
There's comic books. But
Snickers,
Snickers,
yes.
Snickers. My bad. I don't know if you'll like Snickers after this. I don't know.
So
Depending
this went viral. There somebody posted a picture of a Snickers bar, and it was smooth. It was just like I don't know if you've had a Snickers recently.
Snickers got
they're
like,
not
grooves.
smooth.
No, they got some grooves in them.
Things are happening.
Yeah.
So people are like, "What the hell?" And they said Snickers removed the veins. They're talking about it like it was dick veins.
They got dick veins. Snickers got dick veins.
That's what they were saying. Snickers had dick veins.
Damn.
And they got it removed.
Damn.
I'm not making this up.
Y'all see it.
Snickers also eventually
You don't see it.
shut the rumors down on Twitter.
That's good.
They shut the rumors down on Twitter and they said,
Yep.
the veins remain.
Woo!
Simple. That's all they said. The veins remain.
I love it. I love it.
Did you ever notice anything about your Snickers bar and
No,
compare
but now
dick
it's
veins to
weird,
your Snickers
'cause, like,
and did you feel weird eating it?
Now
I never
do.
thought about this.
But now I do. Now if I
If
try
I
to.
opened a Snickers bar and it was smooth like that, I'd
Weird.
be confused.
That's
I'd be
weird.
like, this is wrong.
What is that?
I would not bite into it. I would break it open with my fingers.
It's a dollar store Snickers.
Well, hold on. Breaking.
Dollar store
Guys,
Snickers.
breaking. I solved this. I just solved this, babe, because you get it too. That is an ice cream bar.
That's
on the
a
left.
Snickers ice cream
That's
bar.
a Snickers ice cream bar on
You're
the left.
right, because those
They-
ones are smooth on the top. You're right, and they're longer. That looks longer.
Skinnier.
It's true. You're
it doesn't have the girth.
right. Damn.
It doesn't have the girth.
Shit went viral and they didn't get it.
Yeah.
They don't get the girth, and
It
it don't
doesn't
get the girth.
It doesn't have the girth. On the
That's a
girth.
Snickers ice cream bar. On God, it really
That
is.
is
Yo,
funny.
I've had many
I didn't
Snickers
know
ice cream bars, and that
they
is
had
that
ice
on the
cream
left.
I had no
The ice
idea.
cream bar is
Oh,
crazy.
my
You need to
favorite
have
ice
it.
cream.
I had no idea.
Have the Snickers
I gotta
ice
try
cream
that. I
bar.
gotta try that.
That shit is
I'm
just.
not even lying to you.
That's the word you're looking for.
Yeah.
Shit's so good.
How do they
man.
blend the two? Oh, I gotta try that. I gotta
It's
find
just
that
like
this
ice
weekend.
cream, nougat, peanuts, caramel,
Jeez.
chocolate coating.
That's right.
Mm.
That's right. It's delicious.
I like the emphasis on that.
This is
But the
news to me.
veins.
It's so good.
I don't know if I could. Oh, man, it's
No,
gonna
I'm
be. How do
not
you put that in
lying
your
to you,
mouth?
Mr. Allen. Oh,
I don't put
my
veins in
God.
my mouth.
That's what I'm saying. How are you gonna put a vein
Yo,
Snicker
I'm
bar in
not-
your
like
mouth?
Snickers
I hate
bar?
that Snickers
You like
own the
Snickers?
veins. Like I get
Imagine
companies,
if there was
corporate
extra
companies
two
trying to
layers
be,
in there,
trying to
mixed
be, trying to be like serious about it and like, or not serious, trying to be relevant in the social in this moment.
Yeah.
But gross.
But veins? How are you gonna put Snickers bar in your mouth again?
I'm about to go to the corner store right now.
Yeah.
Now it's like I'm going to the gas station right now, and I'm getting a smooth Snickers bars.
That did nothing but make me want a Snickers ice cream bar.
Yeah, legit.
That did nothing for me but make me want to give them money.
Like, y'all want dessert?
That's it.
That's hilarious. Damn.
No, I mean,
I like that they answered though. I like that they responded.
no, everybody
You know, they
appreciates
shut it down.
somebody like responding to some organic conversation online, but you don't have to like call your candy bar a dick.
No, but they. You know, they had to respond. Shout out to that intern, that social media intern, or whoever's working there is social media. Give that person a raise because the price just went up, man.
I'm sorry, I just wanted a Frosty.
You're an idiot. You're an idiot.
Yo, Gabe's trying to use the Snickers by the doo-doo one time.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, yeah.
he did. Yeah, he did. It's lifelike.
Yep.
Yeah.
To be clear, an O. Henry bar is a more lifelike dude.
Yeah.
Let's be real about that. Don't fuck with my Snickers.
I mean, it depends what you had, though. You're gonna get chunks of like peanuts.
No, now we're getting detailed.
You're not
Like,
gonna
well,
get
it's a
chunks
little
of-
longer.
Yeah,
You guys want to see Coco disappear? Keep talking about this.
Hey, you gotta be able to talk about your bowels. You gotta. Yeah. Listen, you gotta be able to talk about your bowels. So that's healthy. That's
No,
healthy.
you don't have to be able to talk about your bowels, Patrick. That's not a thing.
Yeah, you know all about being regular then.
You're a nurse?
No, my wife was a nurse.
Well, there you go. Well, she's a professional. She's a medical professional. She chose the field. She wants to hear about it. You go to her when you have a problem. There you go. Otherwise,
Not when she wants to talk to me about it.
Yeah, word, exactly.
Yeah, I can't hear about it. So.
Patient did this to himself. I'm like,
Okay, yeah, no. See, that's a bit. I'll draw the line there.
Okay, how many pauses can you count at this moment? Count
Charles?
the pauses. count the Charles pauses.
You don't. You spin off of him. When a guy's banging you,
One.
you don't. You spin off of him. Those are the worst defenders to play against, actually, because if you can feel their body, come on. 18 points for Joker. Only nugget in double figures.
They ended the segment I've never seen Shaq just like straight up
He
just laugh.
crumpled.
He
He
didn't even
crumpled.
like fight
He
him
crumpled.
on nothing.
No, he
He'll just
crumpled.
look down and laugh.
He was
I don't
done.
care. My favorite is Simpson. Come on.
Come on.
Yo, honestly,
He's always trying to get one point out.
sometimes Charles will power through some bullshit. He'll
Oh, yeah.
try. He's
He
like,
tries.
listen, I'm trying to get a real point off, and they'll just die.
Come on.
When a guy's banging you,
come on.
You don't. You spin off of him. Those are the worst defenders to play against, actually, because if you can feel their
Look at that
body,
moment, he kind of realized.
come on. 18 points for Joker. Only nugget.
It's the shoulders. It's the shoulder bounce. Yo. You see it.
Shaq, Shaquille,
Huh?
Shaq has the Reginald C. Hayes face, does he not?
Who's Reginald
Who's
C.
that?
Hayes?
You know who Reginald C. Hayes is.
Who's that?
Reginald C. Hayes.
no homosexual. What?
Oh.
Yeah.
What? Reginald?
You can get his flag
Oh
now.
wait, who's that?
You can get his flag now.
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh no.
Why have I
Oh
seen-
no.
Damn.
Oh no. Not him.
Damn.
Have you seen his Instagram? We saw it.
Why does he look like that?
That's the word. Don't say what. Oh man.
He's like a character of himself.
Yeah, he does.
What show was he on?
Girlfriend. I mean, like, to be fair, like, he wasn't the greatest looking dude ever.
Yo, but his IG is horrifying.
Yeah.
Okay, if you guys don't know Reginald C. Hayes, I'm so sorry. He is what's his name on Girlfriends? William on Girlfriends.
Yeah.
He was a cornball then.
Okay, no. He wasn't a cornball. I gotta defend this because
I watched the first 2-3 episodes.
I was once the William of.
You were a cornball.
I was not
then.
a cornball. I was just
To
accepted.
you,
I
you
was
were not.
embraced.
Patrick, if you were getting William from Girlfriends, you were a cornball baby.
Yeah. If you're gonna admit that you were him, come on.
Respectfully, I love you so much.
Yes.
And you're a vibe as fuck, and you're beautiful, and you're amazing. But
Him?
William on Girlfriends was, the whole character was written to be kind of a corny, quirky guy. That was his whole character.
Don't zoom in.
He was
What?
supposed to be that. Look at that.
What?
Look at that. Patrick.
Yo.
Is this thing gonna align you?
I'm not saying no. I'm saying just like All right, bad
I don't
context.
think that you were
Bad
like
context.
William.
No, I meant like, you know, just
His gray eyelash or eyebrow thing is doing the Nike swoosh right about
all right.
there. You
We don't.
see
Maybe
that?
he's going through something now. I don't know.
That's a Captain Hook right there.
That's
man.
talk about a hook.
But what did I say about him yesterday, babe? I said he looked like he's.
You said that. Oh God, I want to.
Oh, I
think about it.
Where is it?
You said that he looks like he's
He looks like he's got something in his mouth.
He's chewing food in his mouth that he doesn't want you to know he has.
He's hiding it for later.
Look,
Yeah.
he's hiding it.
Look.
Always.
No,
This is the one. This is the. This, oh man.
No, that one is.
This is sexy.
Damn, that was the he tried too in that way. He tried.
That's the one.
That's the one. He's
said he
like.
one of the sexiest men alive.
Yeah.
What?
Magazine. You didn't see that?
What?
Go to the top, People's Magazine.
This was on his Hinge profile.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Right there, look. On the top, go up. No, keep going. Right there.
Oh my God! Part of this thing.
No, he's joking though. He's clowning.
One of People Magazine's sexiest men alive in 2007.
Sorry, what?
I'm not posting that if it says in 2007 and this is year 2022.
No, but look what he said after that.
Attention! This is my only account. If you thought this was a spam page.
Nobody's trying to be you on a fake account, sir. Nobody's doing that.
Oh man, he's delusional.
No, you know what? It's okay, but William C. Hayes.
Yeah, anyways, what a tangent.
Reginald C. Hayes just got a new gig. What's the show?
Yeah, he's
he's on Abbott Elementary.
Yes, so I need to start that show. By the way.
But I have seen 2 episodes of Abbott Elementary where he was not on there, and it's a very funny show.
I've heard it's good.
Very diverse cast and diverse writing.
Yeah.
Writers and producers, so good for him, good for that show. Yeah.
So were you trying to say that, just to go back, that Shaquille O'Neal looks like him? Was that the point?
I don't know what the segue was because you brought it up again. I can't remember how we got here.
He has the same face?
He was giving.
It was the face
facial
that
expressions
O'Neal gave when he was doing that face that he
he was like,
I got you. When he was like hiding something in his mouth.
I was trying to go the whole podcast without mentioning him respectfully because I think he's a nice man.
Well, you can always edit it out.
Yeah.
I will not.
No.
We edit. We edit.
We let everything run.
You think I have time? I'm just
Literally.
We just record it, upload.
I record, I upload. I just hope I record and I hope for the best. I hope nobody says anything bad about anything I gotta say on there.
Just close our eyes and just upload.
Okay, we can end on a couple things here. I have. Okay.
Where do you want to go?
Okay.
We can do.
We can go out there.
Yeah.
Or we can talk about Karl Anthony Towns and the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Let's end with some basketball.
All right. So Karl Anthony Towns and the Minnesota Timberwolves kill me. Because they celebrated, they won a championship, whatever. I'm cool with that. Like, I'm past it. I think you guys won something. You guys did something cool for a franchise that doesn't win anything.
Yeah.
You guys got into the playoffs.
Minnesota sucks. Yeah.
Now that you're in the playoffs, they finally were at home after I think they were already down two games.
Yeah.
They were up by it was less than 20.
Yeah, I think it was 15 maybe.
And Karl Anthony Towns, Jordan Woods' man, for y'all who don't really, maybe some people might know him as that. I don't know. He decided.
Shout out to Jordan Woods.
He decided to say, "Oh, we in Minnesota now. We in Minnesota now." As they proceeded to get blown out.
Yep.
Eventually.
Yep.
After that happened,
yes,
he decided to take the opposite approach once they won the game, like the next game. And this was his interview. I don't know if you guys have heard this one.
And your approach coming into this game. Just came here to do my job.
That's funny.
My job. This is what I'm supposed to do.
He doesn't talk like that.
Nope, his voice is not that deep.
That's what I'm supposed to do.
That's what I'm supposed to do.
Give me a chance. Give me a chance to be great. I want to be great. So just happy that got the win. You can tell I'm not that excited because we got more to do. So can't be happy about this. You know, enjoy the moment, but you know, it's gonna be a series, and we got to fight. We got to fight. Job's not done.
Do you believe anything this guy's saying? Do you believe this tone? Do you believe that he feels like this? Do you believe that he believes anything he's saying? Because I believe nothing.
I feel like he believes it.
No, you. No.
He believes it.
Job's not done.
Job's not
I've
done.
never heard this man speak
Nah, he doesn't
ever,
sound like that.
and
I
don't
know.
believe anything he's saying
Nah.
at all.
Listen, there's a demeanor in basketball.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When you win, you
Yeah.
He's lost already.
Yeah.
This is a lot.
It's just funny because like the couple times where he does talk smack in the game, they end up blowing that lead and losing.
Like when he was shushing him?
Yeah.
How he gave that tweet?
Yeah.
Well, it's giving nervous. It's giving nervous. It's giving unsure. It's giving I'm trying to be somebody else.
No, I'm not seeing sureness. I'm not seeing like anything, and this is what I liked. That's why I love Draymond.
Yes.
Because Draymond has a podcast. And he's got things to say sometimes, and I love to hear
Of
it.
course he has a podcast.
Oh, he's got mad shit to say on the court, so they have to record it on a mic.
We're going to talk to him.
But he doesn't speak bullshit.
No.
I didn't like him, and I learned to like him more than I heard him say.
I didn't like him, and then I was like, yeah.
No, I've always liked Draymond. I've always liked Draymond.
So this is what Draymond had to say after Cat was on his Kobe job not done shit.
Is up 4-1, and yet they're down 3-2. I mean, it's absolutely incredible how those guys have put themselves in position where they should have already won 4 out of 5 games, and somehow they've managed to only win 2 of them. It seems to go wrong every time Kyle Towns say something on the mic or he tell people to shut up or wait. I mean, at some point, you probably just should be yourself. Because
that's not you.
It just don't like it hasn't been going right for him when he does that. And I've never known Karl Towns to be such a big talker. And this year, especially as of last few months, it's been a lot of that. And when you talk like that, you gotta back that up. And Memphis ain't hearing it. Minnesota is up 4-1, and yet they're
Facts.
So why is Carl Anthony talking like that?
He's got to puff up his chest. I guess he feels like he's got to
What's
be.
different?
He's trying to assert himself.
Years and now, like,
Ant-Man.
what's different?
Because they think he's soft.
Yeah.
They think he's soft.
Who's they?
The NBA, the players,
media. Yeah. And then they also got that new guy, the second-year player, third-year player, Anthony Edwards, who's asserting himself as like the player, the alpha, younger guy on that team as well. So he's trying to assert himself. He's trying to be something. He's trying to be a personality. He doesn't really have much of a personality in the league, period.
Nah.
He's a good basketball player.
Yeah.
So I'm asking from a basketball standpoint because from a pop culture standpoint,
He dates Jordan Woods. Yes.
that's what we know about him, right?
That's all there is to know about him,
My
actually.
thing is
That's
that's
the
only
thing.
been in the last couple of years, and then as soon as he started dating with her, he got this what is it, Old Spice sponsorship with her, and they did like these commercials together. Remember?
Mm.
And then
Oh, yeah,
he
for
became
the-
more of like a pop culture like icon, and like
Right,
now people know him not even for basketball. Like we couldn't tell you what team he plays on. We just know like, oh, Jordan Wood's boyfriend.
She's elevating his brand.
That's a tall basketball player, right?
Yeah.
So my question is, what has changed to where he feels like he has to go on this floor all of a sudden and puff his chest out, and now it's clearly affecting his game or the team's game? That's
Dare
what
I
it seems
say,
like.
what's his name?
He needs to like you said, puff his
I think
chest.
that
Is
that
it,
might add some pressure to
is
have,
it,
like, a-
what's his name? Patrick
Patrick
Beverly?
Beverly?
Did Patrick Beverly put
it's
a
a
battery in
pat-
his back to make him try and assert himself?
It's
Is he talking to him in his
I
ear,
think
being
so.
like, "Yo, you're supposed to be the man"? You remember, like KG, he ran this shit.
I think so because that's what people say about Pat Bev. Like all his antics aside, people say like he's the guy you want as your teammate.
I'm sure he's
coaches
tryna-
him up on the sideline
Yeah.
and everything like that. So maybe it is. Maybe it's that.
But that's what they believe superstars are supposed to be like.
Right.
That's
That's what people believe superstars are supposed to be.
Yeah.
Not themselves.
They're supposed to say those things.
But like the Kobe's of the world, the
Yeah.
Michael Jordans of
Yeah.
the world, all of these guys are just killers.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
But not everyone's like
Maybe
that.
that goes back to what Homeboy was saying, was like at a certain point.
Just be
And now
yourself.
he's kind of almost, he's like a veteran at this point.
He is.
Yeah.
He's saying like, I was going to say almost, and I was like, well, at this point he's kind of a veteran. At this point he's like saying to a younger buck,
Huh.
you see what I did there?
Yep.
He's saying to a younger buck, at a certain point, you gotta be yourself, bro.
Yeah.
That's what's gonna lead you to success in this game, in this life, in this world.
Yeah.
That's how it goes. You gotta be yourself.
And that's what he's saying, and I think that was such a poignant
Point.
thing to say.
Nowadays too. I mean, Magic was himself. Bird was himself. MJ was himself. Kobe was himself.
Whether it was flashy or it was laid back.
That's the thing, though. I feel like there was more room for those guys to be paving their own way. It was just like there was not a Kobe, there was not a Magic, there was not a Michael Jordan. Now everything that happens after that is a comparison to the past. So everybody is just like saying, if I'm gonna win, I have to choose which one of these type of guys I'm gonna be. I've got to choose one of them. I can't choose me. I can't. Nobody's trying to be themselves. They're trying to be the next one of those. The only people that are really trying to be themselves is still the ones that are older. Like I don't know. Like I mean, there's the younger players that are still. Giannis is being himself. There's a few.
The ones that are trying to be themselves will be the next Kobe or the next Magic or the next blah blah blah. Because that's what it is. If your focus is trying to be the next somebody else, you will never be the best.
Kobe is MJ.
Yeah.
Kobe's not Kobe. Kobe is MJ.
Kobe was like a very good MJ. He emulated MJ's essence, and he looked at him and he idolized him, and he carried himself so much so that he spoke and sounded like him.
Yeah, but even Kobe, and I think that's where you're going. Even Kobe,
he found himself. I think it was nearer to the end of his career because the earlier all he did in his younger years, which is actually probably what catapulted him to be so great.
Yeah,
was trying to be Michael Jordan, but I don't think that's for everybody.
No,
that is not for everybody.
No.
You hear what T-Mac said about Kobe?
What do you say about Kobe?
I think Shea asked him, Shannon Sharp asked him, who do you think is the most skilled player to play the game?
Yeah.
And he said by far it was Kobe Bryant.
Huh.
Yeah.
He took MJ's skill and just used steroids on it.
Yeah, I believe that.
Yeah.
Because skill for skill, give it. MJ, to me, look, it's always going to be MJ and Kobe. 1A, 1B.
I think people just gotta.
For me personally. Just for me, right?
Yeah.
Because I'm an old school guy. Right? I grew up in the 90s. I grew up with MJ. I grew up with Kobe. And then obviously early 2000s, Vince Carter and all that. But I've never come across a player who had that burden on him to shine. Right? People say LeBron.
Yeah.
But not Kobe. No, Kobe had.
LeBron had from high school.
No,
yeah.
But that's the thing, right?
Yeah, but Kobe had from high school too.
Rein it back in.
But, well, no, because now you're talking about social media. Like
NBA.
you said, you're talking about a different time, a point in time.
Yeah, when he got to the NBA,
Yeah.
and people started seeing his skill set.
Yeah.
Then they started mirroring the
the
MJ stuff.
Yeah.
That's when.
No, that's fair.
I remember clearly, 98.
Yeah.
That was a shine.
Yeah.
98, the season when he got the All-Star
Yes.
nod to start.
Yes.
That's when it started.
That's when it started.
Everything, the whole Kobe thing. That's when it started.
Just to bring it back though, I think it's not even so much like skill set on the court. I think what this is about is like being that individual as a person, you know, and being yourself as a person. So whatever your leadership style is, you've got to figure that out, and that takes time. That takes time.
Karl-Anthony Towns is still very young, and I think he doesn't like. He's not that young, but he's young enough that you don't have to like. I just don't think you need to do this thing where you're doing what other people have done.
Yeah.
And that's not who you are, and it looks bad. It looks gross.
How old is he?
He's late 20s, I believe. He's in his late 20s.
He might, and
he's in his prime.
Yeah,
he's in his prime, but yeah.
Well,
But I feel like
20s is a little old to be still acting like everybody else, but.
But I feel like it's there's that switch that happens. Like there's no magical age, but I feel like there's a switch in life that happens as you get closer to like maybe.
Yeah, he's only
30-ish.
26. That's insane.
6 is young.
Yeah, exactly. Where you start to figure it out though.
Way different than 28.
Yeah.
No, exactly. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
That like it seems like it's only 2 years, but things change mentally.
Haven't
You go
you
through
guys-
different life
And
experiences.
don't
Like
you still have moments where you look back at a former version of yourself, a younger version of yourself that was less grounded
Yeah.
and less inside of yourself? And you're like, ew! You're like embarrassed almost. Where you're like, I'm
so grossed out by that it's so embarrassing.
The less toxic me just is like a problem.
All right.
It's just a problem.
All right. I'm not doing this with you no more, man. I'm done.
You guys want to listen to this album or what?
Oh, man.
I'm just saying.
Let's wrap that up, man. I'm done with you.
Big shout out to Shea Moisture Men, of course. Follow them at Shea Moisture Men CA. Of course, we've got lots of things that are still going to be happening. I'm telling you, this summer is going to be fun. We've got contests, we've got giveaways, we've got great content coming. So check them out at Shea Moisture Men CA.
Boom.
Where's my World General speaking thing?
It's okay. We'll let Rick Ross do it. No.
Don't do that. What do you mean?
I don't know what he said.
You're stupid. I honestly still have no idea what he said.
The World General speaking.
Yes, thank y'all. Appreciate it. Patrick Dennis Jr. on everything. And yo, I'm turning up. It's birthday week. Let's go, baby.
Yeah. May
Shop
5?
like Shaq.
6.
You
May
yes,
6.
you.
Shop like Shaq, you know all the things. Yeah, super excited about your party next week. We'll see if we actually will pod.
Yeah.
Or we'll take it off.